ओम नमो ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं अवधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोस्तुते। सप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशकारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। Thank you, Prabhu, for giving your valuable time.
Hare Krishna. So thank you for inviting me to your wonderful association.
Prabhu, I have a question
Yeah.
about this eclipse. Did Prabhupada mention any do's and don'ts, anything to be done specifically? I know when I think Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born, it was on the eclipse day, right?
Generally, when there's an eclipse, everyone goes to the water and stay there until the eclipse passes, chanting the holy name in the water. Water means sacred river.
Hmm.
But Prabhupada never asked us to do anything like that.
Hmm.
Generally, on that day, whatever food, all had to be thrown away and you had to recook the food again, offer again. Because
Hmm.
whatever you have during the eclipse, they all become contaminated.
Cooked food.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we don't practice all that.
Hmm. So in the temple also, all cooked food is thrown away, or we don't look at that?
We don't practice all that. No.
Okay.
So we just go on and normally. Most
Hmm.
South Indian temples and all, they will close the door. Most temple in India, they will close.
Hmm.
In our case, what to do if you don't close, then they think you're bogus, no?
Hmm.
Close and we do everything behind this curtain.
Hmm.
That's how we do it.
Yes, Prabhu.
We just follow what Prabhupada has taught us.
Hmm.
Hmm. I don't know what else to do and then yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Most important is to chant Krishna's name.
Hmm.
Says and there's a verse. Kali Yuga is an ocean of fall. Kale dosha nidirajan asti eko mahan guna titaneva krishnasya mukta sangam param brajat. My dear king, although Kali Yuga is an ocean of fall, there is still one good quality about his age. Simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can become free from material bondage and be promoted to the transcendental kingdom.
Hmm.
So there are so many things, but you just do this one thing to chant Krishna's name.
Yes, Prabhu.
I don't see anything else that will help us.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, anybody else has any questions or clarifications, please?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
So, Prabhuji, how I just wanted to know some, details about your Russia trip because I have listened to, most of the recordings or the lectures, and one of the Russian devotee, Prabhuji, I forgot his name. And actually, so there is a YouTube channel, ISKM Russia. I subscribe to that, and for your entire trip, yes, so with Tattva with Prabhu, you and Prajakishore Prabhu. So if you can shed some light, Prabhuji, how was the experience, in which all cities you traveled? And, I know you said in one of the lecture, or I think in the beginning, I think 10 to 12 devotees got initiated also. So can you please share some experience of your overall Russia trip?
We went first to Tomsk. Tomsk is a central part of Russia,
Yeah,
the Siberia, So there we met a few devotees.
yeah.
Most of these devotees were coming from the ISKCON camp.
Oh, okay.
They were preached to by our Vijendra Nandana Prabhu, who's the Russian temple president in Krasnodar.
Uh-huh.
So then they had a chance to interact with us, personally. And they were pretty impressed with what they saw. And so much so that they revived their faith in Prabhupada,
Okay.
By associating with us, they saw how devotees should be representing themselves. So we had the opportunity to some or other instill their faith again in Prabhupada,
So Prabhuji, these devotees you said from the ISKCON camp, they were initiated
They
by
were
some.
there, correct. And then their guru kind of fell down,
Uh,
So they left their association. And they were not sure where to go because once you are in that kind of a position, your faith, to repose your faith on anybody else is a bit, I would say, challenging,
right.
So to win their faith and make them to surrender to Prabhupada, it's quite a task. Some or other they took it up and they were very, what we say, they were very happy that actually they met, our ISKM devotees,
Mm-hmm.
and, and they were very much impressed. so much impressed that they have already opened an ISKM branch in Tomsk.
Oh, that's great to know.
Hmm. So that's a very big positive move, meeting the devotees, especially the ISKM devotees, and interacting, learning. They became very much surrendered. So that was in that town called Tomsk, you know.
Okay.
Then we traveled to St. Petersburg.
I think that's one of the biggest, I mean, cities, right, in Russia?
It's the second biggest city in Russia.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm, we have evidently we have a cafe going on there.
Oh,
So
okay.
preaching to devotees who come there and who take prasadam like that. We were having classes in that cafe, and also where we stayed was a nice house given by one of the Matajis, you know.
Oh, nice.
It was a big house actually. She hosted us, very kind of her.
Okay.
And we had programs, we had harinams
Yeah.
on streets, and a lot of people, you know, came to the cafe, and they also were involved in the question and answers, and you know. And then we had a public program also. We got at least about some 50 people, I think.
Okay. Okay.
Mm. It was very impressive. So, Tom, in St. Petersburg is a place where a lot of young people are there, and we had many coming to the cafe and asking a lot of questions. You know.
Okay. Okay.
Then we went to Kurs. The Kurs is a region where the Ukrainian forces attacked the place and they went inside almost to Kurs, you know. So while
Oh,
we
yeah. I
were
remember. Nah.
there,
Uh-huh.
we were hearing a lot of sirens, you know, war sirens. And of course, when we were there, nothing really happened. But when we left, then there was a full-scale war in that town, you know.
Oh, oh.
So fortunately, we did not get involved in that. So in course, we met the devotees there, and we were, oh, you know, very much impressed with their sacrifice, and they were also very serious devotees. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. And we had mostly programs in the place where we stayed, you know.
Okay.
And then we also had a house program that was in Kuz.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We were very, very, very impressed with our ice camp preaching style, you know. Like always, you ask a question and we try best to show you the words, no?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That approach is pretty unique, except for ISKM, nobody practices that kind of a system, no?
Nobody does that, Prabhuji, all over the world. That's what I see.
Hmm.
Nobody shows the verse, and then speak, accordingly. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the what we say unique position of ISKM.
True.
Many people was very impressed with our approach. Eh. Then from Kuz we went down to Kashnodar, where we have a 17-acre farm, and there are, very nice temple, and many devotees stay around, and we have at least about 5 cows.
So that's an ISKM temple, Prabhuji?
Yeah, it's ISKM.
Oh, okay, okay.
Who takes care of the Prabhu?
That is taking care of Rajendra Nandana Prabhu.
Oh, it's close to St. Petersburg, is it?
No, it's about 16 hours away.
16
Oh,
hours?
Hmm.
but where is Rajendra Nandan Prabhu located in?
Near the Black Sea, Krishnadar.
Oh,
It's about 16 hours away from St. Petersburg.
mhm.
And we actually went there by bus for 16 hours in the bus.
Oh, wow.
Wow, long journey, Prabhu.
Yeah, very long journey.
So there were no flights, or there was no airport?
Because it is near the Black Sea, is a resort, so going there on the weekends is very difficult to get, plane or train ticket.
Tickets. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
So we had no choice but to travel in the bus. So we went to this town where we had, many devotees also came all part from other parts of Russia, and they joined us there.
Mm-hmm.
We had a very big program in Krasnodar. It's where we initiated about 12 people, I think.
Oh, so that's the place I understand now. But I think, Prabhuji, when I saw some pictures, it was like close to some river bank or something. It was like outside.
That is in Tomsk.
Oh, that is in Tomsk. Okay.
Mm. So in Krasnodar, we also went out on Harinam, and we had, programs.
Uh-huh.
Mostly the temple, we had classes in the morning and classes in the evening was going on, and
Mm-hmm.
many came forward. They were very impressed. Then we went down to from there. We also introduced first time ever palanquin ride, for the Lord.
Okay. Okay.
So that is something not been done by anybody else except us.
Uh-huh.
So then we also uh, from there we went to Sochi, which is like a resort, a tourist resort.
Mm-hmm.
And in that place we were preaching to some devotees there. And then we flew back to Singapore. So that was our coverage of whole Russia, which extensive, traveling. We
Extensive traveling. Yeah, Prabhuji, I can understand.
were
So it's
there.
like,
Hmm. So we are fortunate that we didn't have any problem with the authorities, because the authorities deported Bhakti Bikaj Swami,
oh, why is that so?
because he's, he's Russian. I mean, he's, I think, Irish.
Oh, he's Irish. Oh, okay. I thought he's American. Okay.
Mm, so they don't like all these Western people there. So he was deported. No?
Oh,
So we were actually worried also. We thought they might get us, but fortunately they did not come. We were free to do our program.
so there were no other immigration issues, Prabhuji, even while coming back. No, right?
No problem of that.
Okay. Okay.
So then we took again another, I think it was close to 30 hours of traveling before we came back to Singapore.
Oh, wow.
So it was quite a journey.
Yeah.
So our preaching tour of Russia was very fruitful.
Mhm.
The devotees have not met us, just like when I went to America, many of you have not seen us, no?
Yes.
Probably the first time you saw us, huh?
Yep. I met you for the first time. Yes. So
Hmm.
there, I think, like me, there are a lot of other devotees in Russia who met you for the first time.
The same thing with Russia. Nobody saw
Hmm.
us, until this trip.
Uh-huh.
So we had a chance to interact with a lot of devotees. And
And
they
you
were,
had gone there several years back, no? Once.
no, not to our devotees. We were just trying to preach there at that time
Oh, okay.
with the help of one or two contacts, but we were not so successful then.
Hmm.
Hmm.
As much as we are at this trip, you see.
Yeah.
So here now we have at least about 4 temples.
In
Hmm.
Russia alone,
Hmm.
in 4 different cities.
Hmm. In America, we don't even have a permanent temple for now yet.
Yes,
Hmm.
Prabhuji.
So in Russia, we have a few temples. It's quite impressive, actually.
Sure, so Prabhu, we have to take some action here. We have to have one
Yes,
center
Prabhu.
here in the US. Yeah.
Yeah, if you can
So
open something in America, there'll be a big, I would say, celebration for us.
yes, Prabhuji.
Well, let's see.
So Prabhuji, the devotees who got initiated, so that was like you decided there only, or they were ready, or how was that? I mean, happened.
Waiting for us to come.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm. And they were quite serious, all of the devotees.
Hmm.
They took up the process very seriously. So it is nice, though.
So Brajendrananda Prabhu, he's the one, right, who was, translating in Russian.
He
Uh,
doesn't
I,
translate, but we have another devotee called Dina Krishna. He is doing the translation mostly.
okay, okay.
He's traveling with us for 35 days.
Oh,
And
so he's the one. Okay.
he was working and he took leave to come and join us. But after the trip, he has decided to become a full-time devotee.
Oh,
Wow, very
wow.
well.
Oh,
Mm.
wow. Haribo.
So that's quite a, I would say, a breakthrough. Without devotees, how to expand the preaching.
Hmm.
So he has, I think, uh, 4 devotees became full-time and after this trip.
Wow.
So it's quite a challenge.
In different locations, Prabhu, the full time or in the same location?
Full-time, yeah, in this town in Kashnodar.
Or the where the farm is, Prabhu?
Yes,
Okay, okay, nice.
they were quite impressed. They wanted to dedicate their lives now. So it is
Very
nice.
And
cool.
they have placed for devotees to stay and all.
Yes, they have place for devotees to stay, and they have got 17 acres of land.
Hmm.
Quite a big place. If you can get something like that in America, it'll be very nice. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Anyway, let's see.
So, Shamsar Prabhu, if you have not heard or those videos on ISKM Russia YouTube channel, please do that.
Yeah, I've
I
heard of it.
mean, yeah,
I've
Dina
seen
Krishna
them.
Prabhu, I mean, he's done a wonderful job, translating and to all the Russian devotees because it's a non-English speaking country. If you
Yeah, yeah.
see, yeah,
Yeah, it's I mean, another place in the world where we are
yeah,
very, we have many devotees there. So from this we can see how preaching is very dynamic, Anywhere you can preach Krishna consciousness.
that's right, Prabhu.
Hmm. Of course, there are many, many groups there. There are ISKCON and there are, so many splinters. So to get a foothold is quite a challenge. And we have
Hmm.
our solid temple. So I think many people are coming by to see and check it out. So it looks like there's a very good response.
Hmm.
So,
Mm.
Prabhuji, were there ISKCON, some of the devotees were ISKCON from also who got reinitiated?
No, no, mostly
Oh,
they are our people. No?
oh, our people. Okay, okay.
ISKCON people, I don't think I reinitiated them.
Oh, okay, okay.
So, so it is very
Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances to your lotus feet. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. How are you, Prabhu?
I'm okay.
Yes, I was missing you from last 2 months, Prabhu, and I was remembering your instructions through YouTube, and I was really, really enjoying myself. It was a good thing that, and I was just simply remember when you were in US trip, and the we go to Houston and so many things. So like that, I was just simply remembering was a wonderful thing. So I just that day I send you poem also if you have read.
Yeah, I saw that. Thank you
Mm,
so much.
yeah, Prabhuji. Yeah, yeah. So Prabhuji, the question is, once you told us that don't involve with these ISKCON people because they will harm your brain and they will disturb you in your own thing.
Mm.
So like when we go to the and you other side you also says in Chaitanya Charitamrita that you have to visit the dhamas and take the blessing. So what is that contradictions, Prabhu? Because we have to go there and there they are also not in a lineage, we can say, or we can they are not in a right sampradaya, or maybe some not in the right place. So what is your opinion on that, Prabhu?
Well, if you want to go there and take darshan, but you should not take their association.
Mhm.
Right.
If you do that, then if you are not very strong in how to argue back, then you may get contaminated, no?
Yes.
So for that reason, we try to, advise that you don't go there and, mingle around with them and all that. Then you're going to be a problem.
Yes. So like I mean for like in a one side in you show us the sloka also that on Mathura, or you have to go that place and take darshan. There is no harm in that, Prabhu.
Yes.
Mhm.
If you go and stay in Vrindavan or you go visit Vrindavan, Krishna become very pleased with you.
Oh,
That's the holy place, no?
yes.
Holy place is not under the control of any group or person or something. Huh?
Yeah, yes, Prabhu.
Holy Krishna's place. So if you go there and do your devotional service, of course, chanting
Yes.
Hare Krishna is powerful anyway, but
Mm.
to take advantage of that, it's a very good, I would say, positive work
Yes.
because you're.
But Prabhu, like once you say also that if they offended for our spiritual master, and we go there, that place, it's good, Prabhu, or what you're thinking on that, Prabhu?
Why not? If you go there and you see the Lord, you get purified. Hmm?
Yeah.
Correct? But if
Yeah.
you go there and associate with them, then you get contaminated.
Yes.
Hmm.
Mm.
But it's very difficult if you go there. Every time people will start noticing you,
Yeah.
and then they want to talk to you, they want to find out more. Like this, it's not
Yeah.
very. That's why
Correct. Correct.
we don't
Yes.
usually recommend that because
Yeah.
they will try to impose their so-called guru philosophy
Yeah.
on.
Correct. Correct, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So
actually, this incident happens to everyone. Actually, it's happened to me also. Like,
hmm,
we go to Mangla Aarti, and in Mangla Aarti nobody comes, so they think, oh, these guys, they are very sincere. Shall we take him to our guru and like that? Yeah, I understand, Prabhu.
that's why we don't recommend you going there. No?
Mm-hmm. I see.
Hmm. Best is you try to stay away from them because they're highly contaminated. No?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Hmm. Unless you can go there and preach to them and make them devotees of ISKM, then that's good.
Yeah.
But usually they all are very fanatic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hard to preach to these people.
I'm struggling, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
But Prabhuji, with respect to these holy dhams, I have a question. If somebody dies in a holy dham, right?
Hmm.
So by default, do they achieve the spiritual kingdom?
If a person leaves the body in a holy place, it's very
Yeah,
sacred. Person goes back to God it. For example, if you leave your body in Vrindavan, then you're
yeah.
going to the spiritual world is guaranteed. No?
But Prabhuji, this is guaranteed for everyone because there are a lot of materialistic conditioned souls who are living in the holy dham. I mean, which do not do, their gurus are, I know, not bona fide, and but just in the, the holy dham, the land, if they leave their body,
You want to read this?
for
Please.
those who for those who live in Bhadra Krishna, the district of Mathura, I am the object of all worship. Even if the residents of that place fail to properly cultivate the religious principles that one should observe in the Holy Land, they still become devoted to me just by the virtue of living there. Even if Kali, the present age of quarrel, has them in his grip, they still get credit for living in this place. My devotee who lives in Mathura is just as dear to me as you, Brahma and your sons, Rudra and his followers, and Goddess Shri and my own self. Okay, so that's a very good verse, Prabhuji, and let me just take a note. But Prabhuji, any one, because I've seen a lot of people, even in India, from here, try to take flats or try to live it in their old age, but without the mercy of Radha, and it doesn't happen, right?
Yeah, to go there itself, you require mercy.
Hmm.
That is the Holy Land, who goes, who don't go. It's all under the control of the Lord. Hmm?
Yes.
Not everybody get a chance to go there. How many people know about Vrindavan? Not many, no?
But yeah, that's right. But Prabhuji, in India, people know about these holy dhams, right? That out of 140 crores of population, people go, especially on the festivals, Ekadashis and all in Vrindavan, Mathura Dham and all. Millions of people come.
Yeah.
They come for just short trip and then they go back and again, entangled in their material life, doing all sinful activities. So you are saying as per this shloka, they still get benefit.
Because if they go there and they meet a holy person, that's the best.
Mm-hmm.
If they meet a devotee, then their life becomes successful, no?
Mm-hmm.
But if they don't meet the devotee, then it is difficult to get into devotional service.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like this verse it says here.
So the local people living there and not following the principles, Prabhu, they get good karma so that they can come back in a devotee family in the next birth, or they directly get liberated.
They also stay there, they get liberated.
Uh, so that means already to take birth in Vrindavan or a Dham, you should have been a devotee in the previous life.
Naturally, otherwise how you can get a
Oh,
place? Hmm?
Okay.
okay.
Hmm. That's
Yeah.
why Prabhupada, not only Prabhupada, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also said, don't go there and mix with them so much. They are on a different level.
Uh,
So
Okay.
we try to stay away in case we commit offenses.
uh,
You don't know the soul, how pious it has been, going through so many lives to finally take birth in the Holy Land. Correct?
Oh, Prabhuji. But Prabhuji, for preaching, like, one guy asked me about this one kind of guru or something. He was chanting Radhe Radhe, and he was asking me about the system. So I was saying that, if he is connected to the four kind of sampradaya, then only whatever he gives is the knowledge is right. But if he is not in a lineage of any kind of four types of parampara, then uh, whatever he is speaking is not good.
Anything anybody say must be checked with Sadhu Shastra Guru.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's speaking and is not in line with the Shastra, then we cannot take him in confidence.
I see.
Hmm.
Mm.
Such person we reject.
I see.
Hmm. Devotees must speak the Shastra, no?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If we cannot speak the Shastra, then what is the use? You want to read?
According to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is the way an incarnation should be accepted. Srila Narottam Das Thakura says, Sadhu Shastra Guru Vakya, Chite te kariya kya. One should accept a thing as genuine by studying the words of saintly people, the spiritual master and the Shastra. The actual center is the Shastra, the revealed scripture. If a spiritual master does not speak according to the revealed scripture, he is not to be accepted. Similarly, if a saintly person does not speak according to the Shastra, he is not a saintly person. The Shastra is the center of all. Unfortunately, at the present moment, people do not refer to the Shastras. Therefore, they accept rascal as incarnations, and consequently, they have made incarnations into very cheap thing. Intelligent people who follow Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instructions
So
and the
from there he can see.
yeah.
So you see how Shastra is the best.
Yes, Prabhu. But Prabhu, who is not follow, like, in this context, we can understand is like those who are not following in the lineage of parampara, but still they speak from Shastra, still we don't have to listen from them, right, Prabhu? I mean, not they are not, they are giving whatever the knowledge is insufficient.
If a person is not from the parampara, how he will speak the Shastra?
Mm-hmm.
To learn
Oh,
Shastra from a guru, no?
yes.
Can you speak Shastra without becoming a devotee of Prabhupada?
No, that's not possible.
No.
How you can say?
Yeah.
So a person who is unless connected to Krishna, that's why Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, no, because you are
Yeah.
my dear friend, therefore you this message is revealed to you.
Yes,
You
Prabhu.
are not a surrendered soul, then how you will get all this knowledge? That's not possible, no?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm. So unless you're dedicating your life to lotus feet of Krishna and Prabhupada, then yes, everything will come automatically. But if
Yes.
not, then how you will understand these things? You cannot understand, you know.
Yes.
Hmm.
Prabhuji, once you told shown us one sloka right now in this era, only there is only one guru, that is Prabhupada only. Nobody is in the, no lineage is already stopped now, or something you told us once.
Well, that you can see clearly, you know.
Yes.
Even those who supposed to be following Prabhupada also, because they reject him, they see where they are going. Hmm?
Yes. Yes. Correct. Correct.
Hmm. So undoubtedly, Prabhupada is the only one who is presenting the Shastra. So I don't see anybody else.
Yes.
All the other
Mm-hmm.
guys are all big speculators, no?
Yeah.
Hmm. So how they can help you?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
Hmm. So our duty is to present Prabhupada as was based on the teaching that he has imparted to us.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. So if you are not surrendered to the spiritual master, how you will get this knowledge? That's not possible, no?
Yes. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Correct.
Yes, Prabhu.
But Prabhuji, if we talk about our disciplic succession, which is Brahma Madhav Gaudiya Sampradaya, which is started by I think Madhavendra Puri. So in our disciplic section, Prabhupada was the last bona fide spiritual master. But in the other sampradayas, Ramanujacharya, or in the other, Vallabhacharya, in that one, do they have bona fide gurus? I mean, at present.
There are four sampradayas, we don't deny it.
Mhm.
But in my experience, I don't see their followers practicing very seriously, you know.
Mhm.
Most of them are addicted to coffee and tea, and
Mhm.
sometimes even not taking vegetarian food, no?
Oh,
So how can they have the strength? Many of them are always addicted to coffee or tea or something. You know? So you can make a survey and see. If you find someone genuinely following, then yeah, why not?
Mhm.
You can accept them. But I'm saying that will be difficult, you know, to find.
Yeah.
But to speak about the others, even in our line also, you see how the whole thing has gone deviated. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
Hmm. Prabhupada painstakingly helped to set it all up nicely, but you see how the moment he leaves, everything went topsy-turvy. Hmm? Yes.
Yes. Yes, Prabhu.
So what to speak about other sampradayas?
Yeah.
Hmm? In my experience, I hardly seen anyone very serious, no?
That's
Anyway,
right, Prabhu.
why we worry about the others? We just practice.
Yeah, we have to
Uh,
practice as per our.
but no, that should be our motive.
That's right.
Found a pure devotee in Prabhupada. Why worry about all these other things? Correct?
Correct.
Wasting time. No? If they are sincere, Krishna will bring them to Prabhupada for sure.
Yes.
If you are not sincere, then what to do? Correct?
Yes.
To meet a pure devotee is not a cheap thing, no? Correct?
But well, yeah, you're right. One thing I do not understand, BBT is under control of ISKCON. BBTI also is under control of ISKCON. If these gurus are so much bona fide and genuine, then the disciplic succession should continue, right? All these 150 gurus, their names are there, should be there in all the books after Srila Prabhupada, right? With comma, 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 comma. Why they are not writing their names in the disciplic succession then?
You can ask them, why they don't want to do that. Obviously, it's gross cheating, that's for sure. And they also deep down can understand that they are conditioned souls, they are not
Hmm,
liberated souls.
that's right.
Better to be truthful, rather than be trying to cheat and lie. What's the use?
Yes, Prabhu. Conditioned soul's name should not be there in the disciplic succession. I completely agree.
And ISKCON gurus are all faking it. The very
Hmm.
fact falling down
Yeah.
shows that, what kind of a spiritual level they are at.
Yes, Prabhu.
Not only falling down, even going to the extent of murdering and raping and, doing so many horrible things. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
So therefore, when you disobey Srila Prabhupada, then you don't get the spiritual connection. So then how you can get the strength to move?
Yes.
It's not possible, let alone trying to help your disciples, so-called. You can't even save yourself when you want to save others. How is it possible?
Yeah. Yeah. Not possible.
It's cross cheating, no? Correct?
Yeah.
So we should be careful not to fall into this trap, no?
Yes.
Yes.
And I heard Prabhu in the Russia trip of, most of the new devotees ask these questions regarding bona fide guru, and you share, clearly explain it to them. I hope, they are convinced.
In Russia, there's endless questions.
Hmm.
They're always asking questions after questions.
Yeah.
But in other places, they are not so much into questions.
Hmm.
Mainly because unless you read, if you don't read, how you will have a question?
Yes. Agreed.
So that's actually the problem. Many of them are not reading, what to do. This reading thing has gone down, not only on our side. All over the world, people are so much absorbed in seeing rather than reading, no? Correct?
Yes. Yes. Yep. Yep.
So Kali Yuga has become very much uh, polluted, no? Yes.
Yes.
So what to do? So we try. If you can read and you can associate, then that's to your advantage.
Yes, Prabhu.
If you cannot, then what can you do?
Yes, Prabhu. That's we will fall down then. Yep.
You don't follow the spiritual master, you will fall down.
Yeah.
Maya is not some lightweight, no? Eh?
It's very strong, Prabhu.
Yes. So you don't have some strong guidance, then how you will make it?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm?
And yes, Prabhu, completely agree. I have your recent classes about the material wealth and the last one, Prabhuji, I was hearing very carefully and downloaded about the sex life. In that, I think I don't remember the verse, but there is a verse where it says, wine should be accepted as a sacrificial offerings or the meat, but it's not suggested, Prabhuji. Then why in that verse it is referred that, meat and the wine, and I don't remember the verse, Prabhuji. I need to listen to that lecture again.
What is the topic?
Uh, I think in your last class,
In the
it
last
says
class?
that, yeah,
Yeah, because
not Q&A, but it was
we're speaking about the contamination of wealth and the contamination of illicit sex,
illicit sex, exactly. And then in one of the verses, it says wine should be accepted as after the sacrificial offering. Uh, but I think that is against our regulative principles, right?
It says in the 11th canto that those who want to have sex life, then they should get into marriage, no? Sacred tie.
Yeah, yeah.
And those who, you know, in this material world, the conditioned soul is always inclined to sex, meat eating, and intoxication. Therefore, religious scriptures never actually encourages such activities, although the scriptural injunction provide for sex through sacred marriage, for meat eating through sacrificial offering, and for
Yeah,
intoxication through the acceptance of ritual cups of wine. Such,
yeah, I was talking about, yeah.
such ceremonies are meant for the ultimate purpose of renunciation. So, the main thing is to regulate, Like nowadays, nobody is getting married, they just live together, So that is
So what does, Mhm.
that is not encouraged, no?
So this acceptance of ritual cups of wine is supported?
They say that actually the devotees don't really drink the wine. They they smell the wine. That's all.
Okay.
Therefore, because drinking is very not so good, no?
Mhm.
Intoxicating, is it?
That's right. That's it. Complete intoxication.
Hmm. So wine is not taken, but they drink it by smelling.
Oh, I understand, Prabhu. I see now.
Hmm.
Okay.
So I think it's in this verse or something. Yeah. You want to read this?
Yeah. According to the Vedic injunctions, when wine is offered in a sacrificial ceremonies, it is later to be consumed by smelling. Okay. And not by drinking. Similarly, the sacrificial offering of animals is permitted, but there is no provision for wide-scale animal slaughter. Religious sex life is also permitted, but only in marriage for begetting children, not for senseless exploitation of the body. Unfortunately, however, the less intelligent materialist cannot understand that their duties in life should be performed purely on the spiritual platform. Okay, that is clear now, Prabhuji. This smelling part I wasn't aware. Okay, okay, so we'll have a different. Okay.
So you're clear?
Yeah, that is clear now. Yeah.
Hmm.
But people take it otherwise, Prabhuji, because in Rajasthan, where I'm from, people, there are some Devi temples where they offer the wine and then they drink. So that is complete intoxication. After,
You want to read this?
never eat leftover food, never eat prasad offered to the goddess Kali, Durga, and do not eat anything contaminated by flesh or fish. Do not eat anything brought or touched by a Shudra, nor anything seen by a woman in her menstrual period. Do not drink water by joining your palms. Okay, okay. Yeah, Prabhuji, it's clear. Yeah,
So we are devotees, we don't eat anything offered to Durga.
yeah,
Hmm? Yes.
yes, Prabhuji.
So people are going to do all kind of things, because
Yeah,
they lack knowledge and guidance.
yeah,
So by spiritual life means you must have a guru, no? Yes.
yes, Prabhuji, yes,
Hmm. Cannot practice spiritual life without guru, then you will speculate, no?
yeah,
So if you want to join the people in Rajasthan and drink, not so good, no? Correct.
yeah, yes, Prabhuji.
And after that they will fight, no?
Yes, that's what they do.
Hmm. Actually, if they want to fight, they first get intoxicated,
Yes,
So very foolish kind of situation,
yes, Prabhuji.
Knowing this, Kali, the Shastra says the Brahmin usually we drink the alcohol by smelling,
Hmm.
and we don't take anything offered to the demigods
Yes,
because they will accept, even mostly as Prabhupada writes in the purport here. You want to read that?
generally the goddess Kali is offered food containing meat and fish, and therefore Kashyapa Muni strictly forbade his wife to take the remnants of such food. Actually, a Vaishnava is not allowed to take any food offered to the demigods. A Vaishnava is always fixed in accepting prasada offered to Lord Vishnu. Through all these instructions, Kashyapa Muni, in a negative way, instructed his wife Diti how to become a Vaishnavi. Yeah,
So
that
you,
is true, Prabhu. Yeah,
hmm,
Prabhu, in the previous verse, you showed water should not be drunk using joining the two palms, right? So when we go to parikrama on the way, if you want to drink some water from the tap, we can drink with one hand, Prabhu, one palm, instead of joining both the palms.
I guess so. What to do? Hmm?
Mhm.
Huh?
Okay, Prabhu.
Best you bring a cup. Mostly I see everyone got a water bottle, no?
hmm,
Right?
Mhm.
Everywhere they all drink from their bottle.
And Prabhu, sometimes they give us prasadam also, but we just smell it. Is it okay? Okay, Prabhu? Just smell and just give it to them.
Well, they give you the prasadam, you can collect and give to somebody else.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Hmm.
I don't know who prepared it and all that. You have to be careful, no?
Yeah.
Even the so-called Brahmins also, Prabhu, here nearby our house, when we invited to our home, they came and took the prasad, but they'll invite for their home program, for not home program, basically like Ganesh festival or Durga festival. If we don't go, they won't invite us again after that. And they won't even talk to us. And when we invite, they won't even come.
Naturally,
Mhm.
this is due to lack of knowledge,
Mhm.
But if you preach, then they will come.
No, problem is they don't even talk to us. They don't even listen to us, and they kind of cut off.
Yeah, then what to do? It's unfortunate, no?
Mm.
Correct.
Yes, true.
Mm. Or you can only bring the horse to the trough, Or you can only wake up someone is sleeping. You cannot wake up someone who's pretending to sleep, no?
Mm.
Right.
People are pretending to sleep. What you can do?
Mm.
Yes.
Mm.
So we trash.
Mm.
Who can be safe, and those who cannot be safe, let them rot. What else to do?
Mm.
So why Krishna said, those who are fortunate,
Mm.
those who are not fortunate, they will never surrender.
Mm.
Hmm?
Yes, true.
Hmm. She says many of them, so-called, you want to read this?
Yeah. Among human beings, those who are followers of the Vedic principles are considered civilized. Among these, almost half simply give lip service while committing all kinds of sinful activities against these principles. Such people do not care for the regulated principles.
Yes. Hmm?
Yes, true.
Hmm. What to do? Hmm?
Mhm.
At least we try. If we can help, we can help. We cannot, then too bad, no?
Mm.
This material world, Krishna says all this Kali Yuga, a lot of sinful souls will be taking birth,
Mhm.
And his soul would never to leave immediately,
Mhm.
Because they are not interested in God, no?
Mm.
Hmm?
Yes, true.
Hmm. What can we say? Quite a challenging thing to preach,
Mhm.
So we try. What else can we do? Hmm?
Yes, sir. So, Prabhuji, my next question is: we know Pitra Paksh, right? Shraddh. That's that 2 or 3 weeks of period is going on. I think it's already started. So, what are we supposed to do for our forefathers? On that day as part of the offering.
The moment you chant Hare Krishna, then all this thing doesn't come to play. Because when you chant, then as
Mm-hmm.
Krishna told Prahlad Maharaj, because you are my devotee, you have delivered 21 generations. So that is what we say, for us, that's the crux. We have to just
Mm-hmm.
develop our devotional service, and Krishna will deliver all our dependence or someone who is forefathers and all that. That's the
But
power.
if our
Hmm.
but Prabhuji, if our forefathers have already taken birth in another form or in the human form or another species of life, then for a devotee who is chanting in their you know family, how does that help?
So this is how we have to understand these things, As long as we try to become steady in our service
Hmm.
and carry on, many will come and many will go,
Yeah.
Those who take up, they are fortunate. Yes.
Yes,
So
Prabhu.
Prabhu,
Yeah.
this 21 generations is only if the devotee in the current thing, after he gets liberated or as soon as he becomes a devotee.
Says because you are a devotee, Prahlad Maharaj, Therefore you have already delivered. Hmm? He was asking
But
Narasimha Dev.
we but we don't know until end of life he may fall down also, no, the devotee.
That's why we don't say we are devotees. As Prabhupada, even when he was leaving, he said, if Krishna so desire, let him save me, You understand?
Hmm.
So a
Hmm.
devotee never thinks that he is already liberated, Correct? If someone is thinking like that, that means he's not very pure in his understanding,
Hmm.
Follow. You cannot say that, oh, I am already liberated, Can you say
Hmm.
like, nobody
No.
will say, yeah, nobody will say. Hmm?
So then coming back to Amit Prabhu's question of Shraddh, no? So if uh, the Shraddh is basically done so that uh, the departed soul's journey to whichever next world uh, is kind of taken care or food is provided for that journey. Is that the understanding, Prabhu?
Yes.
So if we are not going to do Shraddh because we have started chanting, we are
Hmm.
still not a devotee.
Hmm.
How will the departed soul journey be taken care?
It says that the moment you start chanting Krishna's name, then you
Uh,
are considered as a devotee. And Krishna said you are free from all these depths of trying to save your forefathers or,
but that is with reference to Prahlad Maharaj, right? He is in a different level.
Oh, well, anybody who's chanting, right?
Hmm.
As you surrender, Krishna will reward accordingly. Hmm?
Okay.
Right? Hmm?
Yes, bro.
Hmm. Just like now you are devotee, you are chanting, correct? So accordingly, Krishna is also relating to you. Yes?
Hmm.
Hmm?
Yes, bro.
So we should understand it like that, no? Hmm? Right?
Yes, bro.
Hmm. And the moment you get initiated, Krishna consider your body as good as himself, That's Krishna's way of seeing. But a devotee is always humble, no? They are thinking,
Hmm.
I'm not a devotee, I am very
Yeah.
fallen.
Hmm.
Correct? Yes?
Yes, bro.
That's why Prahlad Maharaj is praying here, please you help deliver my father. Why he praying like that? You can say, no, I'm already delivered, you already delivered because I'm a devotee. Does he say like that? Understand? That's why it says here, one who has surrendered to the Lord's service has no need to serve such person separately. Right? So this is how it is. Because you are serving Krishna, Krishna automatically is delivering all the dependents and everybody. So fortunate. That's why when you chant this classification of a devotee, who is a devotee? Huh? So anyone who chants Hare Krishna even once, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu consider him as a devotee. Yes. So why not understand it like that? Of course, we should always see in the point that I am not a devotee. If Krishna, you are so pleased, please help. Huh? Yes.
Yes.
You want to read?
Go ahead, Amit Prabhu.
Yeah, you read.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, whoever chants the holy name of Krishna just once is worshipable and is the topmost human being.
This is the classification of a devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yes,
Huh?
Prabhuji. Yes. Yeah.
But we don't see ourselves as a devotee. We will say we are trying to become the seven of the seven of the seven of the devotee.
Yes.
Correct. If Krishna says he is going to deliver the dependent, we cannot challenge that, right?
Yeah.
So we accept it. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Anyway.
Prabhu, some Hindus who are like, they worship all demigods also, and they chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra also. And sometimes they also do Krishna Puja, like Janmashtami and all. And if they give prasadam, and they'll say that I'm a devotee, and like, how should we accept or not, Prabhu?
Anyone who does not have a spiritual master, it's very hard for him to be a devotee.
Okay.
Not that you become a devotee out of your own speculation, no?
Yes, true.
Correct?
Yes, true.
You have to learn how to be a devotee from another devotee. So who is that devotee? Become a devotee by what? How he becomes? Speculation, no?
Yes, true.
Correct?
Yes, true.
Prabhu, is there a reference for that, Prabhu, where even if you are worshipping Krishna without a spiritual master?
You want to read?
Lord
Lord
Krishna told
Krishna,
Arjuna. Yeah, go ahead, Prabhu.
Lord Krishna told Arjuna, those who are my direct devotees are actually not my devotees, but those who are the devotees of my servant are actually my devotees. That's a very good verse.
Yes.
Yes.
Correct. Huh?
Yes.
It's not a cheap program, correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
But such people who do direct devotional uh, service to Krishna, will they get any good karma for their next life?
Somebody what?
If they do direct worshipping of Krishna without spiritual master, do they get good karma for their next life?
Yeah, that's also there. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, anyone who comes to me is a pious person, no?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. Anyone who goes to Krishna is not an ordinary soul,
Hmm.
pious person. Hmm? Correct? You want to read that?
Even though one is very learned scholar in Sanskrit literature, if he is not engaged in pure devotional service, he is not accepted as my devotee. But if someone born in a family of dog eaters is a pure devotee with no motives for enjoyment, through fruitive activity or mental speculation, he is very dear to me. All respect should be given to him, and whatever he offers should be accepted. For such devotees are indeed as worshipable as I am.
So, how you engage in pure devotional service without the help of a spiritual master?
Hmm.
Hmm?
Right, Prabhuji.
Hmm. So, all these verses are there to qualify.
Yes.
Right? Listen,
Yes.
cannot just simply, like all these Hindus, they all say they are big devotees, but they do the
Yeah.
wrong thing. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. So who is a devotee, who is not a devotee? That has to be judged according to Sadhu Shastra Guru. Hmm? Yes?
Hmm.
And who is following Shastra anyway? Hmm?
Hmm.
Who is following? Huh?
And even if they follow, they'll follow selectively, whichever
Yeah.
is comfortable for them.
I don't
Hmm.
think they first of all know the Shastra, let alone following.
Yeah.
Correct? All hodgepodge nonsense. I don't see anything tangible unless you become a disciple of Prabhupada.
Right.
Yes?
Yes.
Any other questions?
Prabhuji, I
So,
have a
Prabhu,
question
for
on
this,
the.
yeah,
Hmm?
go ahead.
No, go ahead, Prabhuji.
They do this Ganesh festivals and all, no, so grandly. Most of the people will go do volunteering service. They'll make it so grand. But if you try to do something for Krishna, people don't come forward that much.
Yes. It's also said here.
I think one thing people feel is you start praying to Krishna, you'll start getting more misery. We heard this from a couple of people.
Says here, people don't generally worship the Lord because very difficult to please the Lord, no?
Hmm.
Worship the demigod. You want to read this?
Because I am difficult to worship, people generally avoid me and instead worship other deities who are quickly satisfied. When people receive kingly opulences from these deities, they become arrogant, intoxicated with pride, and neglectful of their duties. They dare to offend even the demigods who have bestowed benedictions upon them. Very true, Prabhu.
So it's all there in this house.
Yes.
All these people is so-called, they're mostly interested in their sense gratification.
Yeah.
They go, that's why demigods are better for them, you know. You read this?
Men in
Men
this
in
world
this. Go ahead, Mother.
Men in this world desire success in fruitive activities and therefore they worship the demigods. Quickly, of course, men get results from fruitive work in this world.
So that's why demigod worship is very much accepted, you know, because you get quick results. But Krishna, you know, he will not give you immediately.
Krishna will put a lot of tests, right? True.
I wouldn't say a lot of tests. Krishna would not want to give you something where you become more and more implicated, no?
Mm.
You understand?
Mm. No, not only material, Prabhu. I mean, spiritual only. Like if we want devotees association, like we
What
are,
is
the Supreme Personality of Godhead fulfills the material desires of a devotee who approaches him with such motives, but he does not bestow benedictions upon the devotee that will cause him to demand more benedictions again. However, the Lord willingly gives the devotee shelter at his own lotus feet, even though such a person does not aspire for it, and that shelter satisfies all his desires. That is the Supreme Personality's special mercy. Haribol.
you understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
Anything else?
But Prabhuji, does demigods give all the benedictions or fulfill the desires of the materialist, which they worship? Or that's also like selective or up to some extent?
Want to read this?
Those who worship the demigods receive reciprocation from the demigods in a way just corresponding to the offering. Okay. The demigods are attendants of karma like a person's shadow, but sadhus are actually merciful to the fallen.
So according to your karma, the demigods will reward accordingly, you know.
Okay.
Understand?
Hmm.
They
And
cannot.
according to the karma, from their previous lives or according to the karma in their current life?
But whatever they give, it's kind of controlled by the Lord, no?
Okay.
It's not that the demigods give up freely,
Yeah, that's what my actually confusion was. Endowed with such a faith, he endeavors to worship a particular demigod and obtains his desires. But in actuality, these benefits are bestowed by me alone. Yes.
So ultimately, the Lord sees whether you deserve,
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
It's all control. Because the Lord is the one who is making all these arrangements.
Mm-hmm.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Except mine too, all glories Prabhupada.
Prabhuji, here I have a question like, even though we tell it to people, we give them a proof from the Shastra, why still they do not understand about the demigod and Krishna?
To understand this, you must have some piety, If you are not pious, then you cannot understand these things,
Even though we show them a proof, they don't want to accept it.
You must have some piety to become a devotee,
Mm-hmm.
If you are not pious, then it's difficult to accept and understand. You want to read that?
Person who have acted piously in a previous life and in this life and whose sinful action are completely eradicated are free from the dualities of delusion, and they engage themselves in a my service with determination.
Unless you are pious, how you will accept? It's not possible, no?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Says here, you must have punya karmanam, no?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have this punya, how you can get purified? It's not possible, no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm. So
Yes.
that's why they cannot accept.
Mm-hmm.
Krishna is in the heart,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So
Yeah, I always think like even though we tell them so many proofs and everything, still why don't they have they get understand this simple thing?
There's another way, unless they meet a very pure devotee. And by
Mm.
mercy of a pure devotee, yes.
Yes, yes.
So that's another thing, no? That's why
Mm.
we usually give Prabhupada books, because if they read the book, then their heart will change, no?
Yeah, they don't want to read the books either, so
So that's another thing.
yes.
Our preaching, I don't know, maybe your preaching, but my preaching is useless, no? Better to give Prabhupada's words, because she's a pure devotee, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Mm. Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
So we should be trying to always bring the pure devotee to the others. That's why
Mm-hmm.
always asks us to distribute his books, no?
Yes.
So we patiently wait until they read, someday they may come.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
Yes. Yes. It was nice talking to you, Prabhuji, after long time.
Very nice.
You are, yes, you are, where are you, Prabhuji, right now?
I'm here in Singapore.
Oh, you back. Okay. Nice, Prabhuji. How was your trip, everything?
I just spoke about it before you came
Oh,
on.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Maybe you
Okay,
play.
I took my daughter to the one of her class, so
Oh,
yeah.
you can play the.
Mata, yeah, listen to the recording. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah, I
Prabhuji
will do that.
explained in detail about his. She very in detail about his Russian trip.
Yeah, yeah, I will do that, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
It was a successful trip. It was nice.
Great. Wherever you go, it will be successful anyway.
I think by your blessings.
No, Prabhuji, we need your blessing.
All are there in America trying to revive Krishna consciousness. A big challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Let us see how we can establish ourselves there also. I am praying that we get a nice temple.
Yes, Prabhuji, yes.
Krishna's mercy and Prabhupada's blessing.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, any other questions? No more questions, huh?
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. My last question was on the Brahma Jyoti effulgence. In one of the class in Russia, I think you said that all the demons, who was killed by Krishna, Shishupal comes, and all the other demons, on the land of Mathura and Vrindavan, they, reach to the Brahma Jyoti effulgence, but not to the, back to whom, back to Godhead. Where exception is Putana, who has the motherly figure. She went to, back to Godhead. But just now in the beginning, we discussed that anyone who dies or who leaves the body, in the holy land, they will attain the, the kingdom of Godhead or back to Godhead. So why the demons? I mean, they just got liberated and became minute particle in the Brahma Jyoti.
Yeah, because the demons, they are not devotees, so they don't
Mm-hmm.
qualify for that. They can only enter into the Brahman effulgence, because they are not
Okay.
devotees. Huh? So in order to go inside, you must qualify yourself as a devotee. And some
Okay.
persons are fortunate, they must have done some devotional service, like Jaya and Vijay, they fell down, no?
Mm-hmm.
Then they went back. Huh?
Okay.
Understand?
Oh, I understand. So basically, okay, so the last one incarnation there of, yeah, okay, okay.
You understand?
Yes, okay.
So those people
So
who
but is there any progressional path from Brahman effulgence to back to Godhead, or no? They fall down to the material planets.
what is that again?
Is there any way whoever is situated in the Brahman effulgence, Brahma Jyoti, can they go back to Godhead as a next step, or they first
Possible.
were
It is possible
possible?
to go if they have some kind of a, inclination to serve the Lord, then
Mm-hmm,
they can go. It is not that they cannot.
mm-hmm.
But generally they will fall down. It is explained by Lord Brahma, in this verse. So because of ignorance, one speculatively thinks himself liberated from material contamination, although actually he is not. Therefore, even if one rises to the Brahma Gyan, understanding of Brahman, but nevertheless falls down because of not taking shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna. See that?
Yeah, yeah. That's clear, Prabhuji. Yes.
So we should try to take shelter of Krishna as a devotee.
Yes.
And even people who are in this kind of platform, if they get association of devotees, then they can also be safe, you know. You know, it says here. You want to read this?
O great learned devotee, although there are many faults in this material world, there is one good opportunity, the association with devotees. Such association brings about great happiness. Due to this good quality, our strong desire to achieve liberation by merging into the Brahman effulgence has become weakened. Yes,
You
right,
understand?
Prabhu. Yeah,
So association is the key, you know.
yes, it's the key.
Someone get associated, then yes.
Yes,
So devotee association is the topmost, you know. Yes.
yes,
So therefore, we should try to some or other get association of devotees. Then our life will become successful, no?
yes, Prabhuji.
Yes. Is it clear?
Yes, Prabhuji, it's clear. Yeah. Thank you so much. Prabhu.
All right. So I guess we will stop here then. If nobody has any more questions. Thank you very much for all your time with
Thank
us.
you.
Thank you so much.